Good afternoon. My name is Pamela Cross. I am the CEO of Cruising for Health. I am a health educator and a health minister. Today, I'm going to talk to you about diabetes prevention. So pre-diabetes is basically when your numbers are high, but not high enough to be diagnosed as diabetes. So if you've been to the doctor recently and the doctor said you're borderline or pre-diabetic, don't stress. I'm going to show you ways to prevent going into type 2 diabetes. So it's really just 3 simple steps. Eat healthy, be more active, and lose weight. So let's talk about how pre-diabetes is diagnosed. So you go to the doctor, you get a blood test, and the ranges for that is between 100 and 125. Or if you've had an A1C, if it's 5.6 or more, it means you are pre-diabetic. So again, this does not mean you are diabetic. It just means your numbers are higher than normal. So again, 3 things: eat healthy, be more active, and lose weight. So when I say eat healthy, you just really want to make sure that you watch your portion sizes. So I always say be wise portion size. But the foods we really need to focus on that spike your blood sugars are carbohydrates: rice, bread, pasta, potatoes, tortillas, and fruit. So not saying that you can't have those, it just means you have to have less of it. So you want to make sure that your plate is set up like this, where you have a starch, a protein, and the half of your plate want to be non-starchy vegetables. So starchy vegetables will be like corn, peas, and potatoes. So again, you just want to watch the portion sizes on those. You want to make sure that you get fruit every day and that you're getting enough fiber. The fiber and the protein are the 2 things that keep you fuller longer. So as for physical activity, we ask that you get at least 30 minutes a day. I say 30 to 60, but I realize that it's hot outside and we don't want to be outside when it's hot. So maybe think about breaking it up, maybe like 15 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes in the afternoon. Okay, but the bottom line is we need to get active. Being active will help to A, lose the weight, and B, bring down those blood sugars that we just talked about. And then losing weight. So losing at least 10 pounds before your next blood test will help to bring these numbers down a lot. So those are 3 things you really want to try to focus on every day. And again, you want to try to make sure that you're eating 3 meals a day. I know people have a tendency to skip breakfast, but you need breakfast. What skipping breakfast does is set your body up to be hungry all the rest of the day. So I'm not saying you have to get a great big breakfast or go to fast food and get anything. You can start with like 2 slices of whole wheat toast, okay? Because again, we want to make sure we're getting our fiber, our grains, and some protein. So a little bit of peanut butter, an egg, or cottage cheese. Again, that's perfect. That's a good breakfast right there. Or if you want to have, pancakes or anything, try to make sure they're about this size right here. And again, be mindful of what you're putting on there. You can try maybe putting some fresh fruit, or if you want to use syrup, just a little tiny bit. So if you have any other further questions or you want any more information on pre-diabetes, I always encourage people to take the quiz. If you've not been to the doctor, if you have a family history of diabetes, go to the Center for Disease Control, and they have an excellent quiz right there where you can take it. It comes back, it tells you what you need to work on. But in the meantime, I know right now everybody has kind of gone overboard a little bit on the portions, and especially since COVID. But now is a good time to try to stop, reverse, and start again. Again, having pre-diabetes can lead to type 2 diabetes, which puts you at higher risk of heart disease, glaucoma, blindness, erectile dysfunction, and limb amputation. And unfortunately, African Americans and Latinos are at higher risk for all of those complications. So again, let's try to work on this right now before we go into type 2 diabetes. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about some more tips and tricks, the things you should be doing daily. Let's start with water, okay? So I have people tell me all the time that they only drink water in the summertime. Water is not seasonal. We need to make sure we're drinking 8 cups of water a day. So if you've seen me out in the community in the past, I always have my big jar of infused water. So, you know, if you just don't like drinking water by yourself, try some fresh mint, try some cucumber, try some berries, try some frozen fruit. But the bottom line is we need to make sure that we're keeping ourselves hydrated throughout the day. And also, again, you know, when I talk about eating healthy, it doesn't mean I want you to run out and, you know, just get brown rice or whole wheat noodles. It would make me happy. It would make your body happy. But, you know, things you have to start like this, you have to start doing gradually. So again, you really want to make sure that you are getting the carbohydrates or starch with every meal. Again, I really can't stress enough the importance of knowing your family history. If you have a family history of type 2 diabetes, please make sure that you are at least screened for pre-diabetes. Again, just because a family member has diabetes, it does not mean you are going to get it. It just means that maybe right now, when you start thinking about doing some lifestyle changes. Again, what are you eating? How much are you eating? When are you eating it? Most of all, how much fast food are you eating in a week? I've had people tell me that since, you know, especially with COVID, they've been eating a lot of DoorDash, okay? So again, be mindful of what you are eating and how much. Lifestyle changes don't mean that you, again, have to do anything drastic, but think about it like this. You want to do what you can now to prevent yourself from getting type 2 diabetes. You know, again, the limb amputation, the blindness, glaucoma, you don't want any of those. Because even with that, you know, you run your risk of kidney disease, heart disease, things that, again, that could have been prevented with some lifestyle changes. No, we can't.
You can just start up again.
Okay.
And we can somehow cut that and then we'll start again.
Okay, so where did I pick up from?
Just start talking about.
I don't want to be repetitive.
Just start with the last thing you started off with. Just talking. What we're talking about gradually. You talking about lifestyle. So
Okay.
just start from the lifestyle, like you never said anything else about lifestyle.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
So again, to wrap up, let's talk a little bit more about lifestyle changes. Like I said, 3 things to prevent type 2 diabetes: eating healthy, getting physical activity, and losing weight. So first of all, back to what we talked about before about eating healthy. Please make sure you're getting 3 meals a day. Exercise, 30 minutes a day, break it up. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, or maybe do something inside. If you go on YouTube, Walk Off the Pounds is excellent. So basically it is, it's good, it's like marching in place. The good thing about though is first, you can do it in your home that's nice and air conditioned. The second thing is, it's like 15 minutes. And after you've done the 15 minutes, you've done a mile. That's great, okay? So again, it will help to bring down the numbers for your blood sugars, and it will also help to lose the weight. Because remember what I said, just losing 10 pounds before your next test can help to bring your numbers down a lot. And then again, we want to make sure that you are getting the water every day, 8 cups a day. Again, jazz up the water. Put some mint in there, put some cucumber in there, put some frozen fruit in there, put some fresh fruit in there, okay? But the bottom line is you need to drink it. And then again, too, you really want to make sure that you're getting